Alright, so recording now. This is just going to be a test of...
Can anyone hear me? Do I sound better?
Ouch. That's loud. Let me go ahead and move to the AFK room in this channel.
Channel switched.
Alright, so I'm going to be testing Hawkeye and what all it actually does. So, Hawkeye, you can read the buff over there. Increases skill attack by 325 and skill success rate by 32%. For all skills with a cast time of more than 1 second. It lasts for 10 minutes. Newbie says Hawkeye increases normal attack. Earlier, Brickface said that it increases normal attack. And he's saying he does 700 on mobs and 1.5k with Hawkeye on. So first we're going to try normal attacks. So normal attacks right now. Oh, he's saying it's crit. Alright. Not right now. Testing something and recording. Alright, so first off, I'm going to record some auto attacks with this. I'm using a level 1 +5 rifle, in case you're wondering why the DPS is so bad. 51. Alright, so 197, critical for 358, 191, 190. I'm using a low B gun for this. Critical for 345, auto attack for 188, 188, 195, 186, 192, 190. So we're trying to find the flux. So right now it's like 188. Use plus. 192, 196. Trying to talk and record at the same time, failing very badly. Just ask your guild. 192, 192, 197. Alright, so we're going to say 188 to maybe 198 with a 10 point and a difference. Maybe a 9 point difference. I don't remember seeing 198 on reflection. Alright, so let's go ahead and put on Hawkeye. So, gonna go ahead and put up Hawkeye. And let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, so 190, 188, 191, 194. So right now the base is 188 again. 194, 188, 195, 192, 189, 193, 189, 193, critical for 364, another 188 damage, another critical for 345, 192, 196. Not really seeing an increase in the base damage right now at all. Still 188 to 196 as my damage range. Oh, 197, sorry. So yes, I think this is going to be enough to say, you know, damage range isn't really changing. Just depends on which unit I'm hitting, whether the young boars or the breeding boars, which is one level difference, hence the slight range in damage. So we're going to go ahead and remove Hawkeye. And for this next set, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be testing leg shot, which, remember how Hawkeye says that it increases for the skill attack damage, which is the base sort of skill attack that you'll be doing with skills, for skills with cast time of more than 1 second. As you can see, for leg shot, there is no said cast time, as opposed to, say, countdown, which has a casting time of 1 second. So we're going to go ahead and test this on leg shot, which is a quote-unquote instant skill. And so first off, we're just going to do leg shot a few times. This is going to take a while because of the cooldown to see its damage. So let's go ahead and leg shot that boar. 317. Waiting for another one. 5 more seconds. This might be a longer part of the testing. So we already said 317, 315. Let's go ahead and do about 3 more, and then we'll activate Hawkeye. 318, pretty consistent damage so far. 2 more to go. 321. Pretty much 315, 330 right now with my low level of leg shot. 315 again, and one more just to verify it. Let's see if we can find a critical if we're lucky. Let's see if we're lucky. Come on, critical on the last leg shot. And the answer is no. 317 for that leg shot. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the level 10 Hawkeye. And we're going to see if there's any change in the damage.
User in your channel started recording.
So now at 426 for that leg shot. And let's see what else. Going to go ahead and look for another young boar to hit. 425.
User in your channel stopped recording.
As you can hear, someone trying to record this in TeamVS. So as you can see, it's doing about 100 more damage, even though it says skill attack by 325. It's really only increasing the skill by about 100 damage. It could be scaling with my base damage, so that way 325 is the max it could increase the skill by, depending on my gun. There's another 417, so it's increasing by, I think, exactly 100 damage as far as my base damage with this level 10 Hawkeye, using only a leg shot level 4 on this level 1 gun with +5, which makes my P attack currently 163 plus 33. My Pran wants to talk, so I'll go ahead and talk to her. This is just going to be a fun little intermission for anyone who's watching this to not be bored. Did it occur to you I'll be growing up soon? I haven't noticed. Should I consider changing? I guess you're beautiful the way you are. I could dabble more in the whole beauty thing. What do you want exactly? I like it when you're bubbly. I may have to sacrifice parts of my brain. She's currently a smart Pran, in case you're wondering. I'm going to go ahead and go back to leg shotting. 423. I think we can all agree it's increased by about 100 damage. Maybe a little bit more than 100 damage, but not too much more than 100. One more leg shot to verify. And out, critical, 789. So we've seen a critical leg shot right now. Let's go ahead and do one more, since the normal leg shot didn't change at all. So going to go ahead and normal leg shot that breeding boar. 422. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove Hawkeye, and this time we're going to be going to Hollow Point, which is a 2-second cast time skill. And we're going to be doing it before and after, which this is, you know, Hawkeye should be increasing the damage of this skill. So let's go ahead and start hollow pointing some monsters. Going to be hollow pointing breeding boars for this. 1362. Look for another breeding boar. Another hit's going to be 1353. Find another one. Hollow point this one. 1356. So about 13, and then variation on the 10s right now. Critical for 2500. 1355. So 13 and change seems to be the base damage for a hollow point. Going to go ahead and reapply Hawkeye, and we're going to see what the change is this time. Hollow pointing, critical 3000, so it was about 500 more on the critical. Let's go ahead and try to find what the increase on base damage was. It was 13 and change last time, now it's 16 with some increase. So this time it is going up by about 300, but we've only done one, so we got to double check. Another critical for 3000. Hawkeye, Hollow Point, what it does is it does increase the critical rate, so you're going to be seeing a lot more critical hits with this skill while we do this recording. 1600, so it seems to be going up by about 300. Don't know if it's going up by the full 25. Yeah, 1674. We'll say it's going up by the 325. So what it could be is that if it's longer than just longer than 1 second, then it seems to be increasing by the full 325. But if it's an instant, it only goes up by about 100 with Hawkeye. And as you can see, I didn't have any MP, so auto shot that breeding boar, poor thing. And so we're going to wait until we can do another Hawkeye. So one more Hawkeye just to test it, and another critical for 3000. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Hawkeye, and I believe this is for now going to be ending the recording. So what we found out was Hawkeye does not increase base damage. It does not increase auto attacks, such as, just randomly auto firing. However, Hawkeye does increase instant skills like leg shot or rupture, or even rifle smash, or even knockout shot, and other such skills like ambush. By about 100, or at least 1/3 of Hawkeye's plus skill attack max. And then for skills that are over 2 seconds, we only tested Hollow Point. I don't really have any other skills to really test. I could try testing Countdown with Hawkeye, but it should be about the same thing. Let's go ahead and try that real quick before we finish the summary. So with Hawkeye, let's go ahead and check Countdown. 466, and this is just going to be a very quick one, so I'm not going to do a whole bunch of these. As opposed to, oh, that was a critical for 371, so let's go ahead and try to get one that's not a critical. 197. Alright, so Hawkeye does increase its damage by about 300 because it's 1 second or higher. So for 1 second or higher casting time skills such as Countdown, Hollow Point, even Headshot, it's going to increase by the full skill attack max, which is 325. And no one quite knows what the skill success rate is, so I'm not going to include this in the recording. And that's about it. This test is ended, and I'm going to go ahead and check what all the chat is after I'm done with this. I'm Servius, signing off.